Hello, my name is Adhrut, I'm with STEM for Others, and this is Physics 2, Unit 14, Electric Circuits. Today, in Lesson 6, we're going to cover Kirchhoff's loop rule. So let's get right into this. Kirchhoff's loop rule essentially states that the sum of the voltage drops around a loop is equal to the EMF, or electromotive force, of the battery. In other words, the EMF of a battery minus the total voltage drop around the loop equals 0. So if you visualize a normal electrical circuit where current flows from the battery around through a series of components and back into the battery, then you can think about this through the lens of Ohm's law. And if you consider that it's an ideal battery, let's say of 5 volts, then you can think about it through Ohm's law, put any resistance you want along the way, and the total voltage drop is going to be 5 volts. And from the start of the circuit to the end of the circuit, the voltage will start at 5 volts and at 0 volts. So the EMF minus the total voltage drop is equal to 0. And this shows that Kirchhoff's loop rule holds. Where Kirchhoff's loop rule really helps, though, is if you have a circuit with multiple loops or multiple batteries, because then you can't really use Ohm's law on its own, and the loop rule comes in handy. Another thing we're going to want to talk about is electrical potential graphs. These show the voltage drops at each point in a circuit. So once again, this can be really helpful in tandem with Kirchhoff's loop rule, because it can show us where exactly the voltage drops at each point and how much the voltage drops by. So for example, given a 5-volt battery and two 100 ohm resistors in series connected to this battery, an electric potential graph might look like this. Voltage starts at 5 volts. At resistance 1, it drops down to 2.5 volts. And then resistance 2, it drops down to 0 volts. And since the total voltage drop is 5 volts, which is equal to the EMF of the battery, assuming this is an ideal battery, and we know that Kirchhoff's loop rule holds. So let's do some practice with the loop rule and these electric potential graphs. An ideal 5-volt battery powers a circuit with a 100 ohm resistor followed by a 200 ohm resistor, all in series. Draw a graph of electric potential and verify the voltage drops using Kirchhoff's loop rule. I'll give you a couple of seconds to think this through. Feel free to pause the video if needed and answer these questions on your own, and then come back when you're ready. Alright, you ready? Let's do this. Our first step is, of course, to find the equivalent resistance of these resistors, so that we can then use the Ohm's law to calculate the current through the circuit and figure out the voltage drop at each resistor. Since these are in series, this is a pretty simple calculation of just adding the two resistances, giving us a total equivalent resistance of 300 ohms. The next step, as I said, is to calculate the current passing through the circuit using Ohm's law. We know that I equals V over R, our voltage drop is 5 volts, and our total resistance is our 300 ohms that we just calculated. So 5 volts divided by 300 ohms is 16.67 milliamps. Finally, we can calculate the voltage drops at each resistor. Resistor 1, we know V1 equals I times R1. R1 is the resistance of the first resistor, 100 ohms. I is our current, 16.67 milliamps. Multiplying these values out, we get 1.667 volts. Voltage 2 is the voltage drop over the second resistor. V2 equals I times R2. The second resistance is 200 ohms, the current is the same, and so our final voltage drop over the second resistor is 3.333 volts. Now the EMF is, in order to verify using Kirchhoff's loop rule, we know that the EMF of the battery is 5 volts because it's an ideal battery, and it must be equal to the sum of the voltage drops over this loop. Now there's only 2 resistors, so there's only 2 places where the voltage drops. V1 is 1.667 volts, V2 is 3.333 volts. Summing these together gives us 5 volts, which is indeed the EMF of this battery. And using Kirchhoff's loop rule, we just verified that our calculations are correct. So one final way that you can use the loop rule is to just double check your work. It's pretty handy that way. Of course, if you want to use the loop rule the other way, we can confirm that the EMF, which is 5 volts, minus each voltage drop, gives us a total final voltage of 0 volts, which is exactly what happens. So we verified this circuit. However, we also need to make a graph of electric potential. Luckily for us, using the voltage drops we just calculated, this should be pretty easy. And see the electric potential graph right here. The battery starts at 5 volts, and our first voltage drop is 1.667 volts at resistance 1. The second one brings us down a further 3.333 volts down to 0, and that's at resistance 2. That's our graph of electric potential. That's our verification using Kirchhoff's loop rule. So we've just solved this problem. Now let's review. The only thing we really need to review is Kirchhoff's loop rule, which is that the EMF of a battery, an ideal battery, is equal to the sum of the voltage drops over the circuit. And that's it for today. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you next time.